All right, drivers, track is open. Track is open. You get 2 warm-up laps. Mechanics, you can start making your way over to the grid.
Henry.
Caution in the valley. Okay, that's all clear, all clear.
Jason Schreffler. Rob Allen. Paul Cicerello. Brian Beckhold. Johnny Drakeford. Ben Kwan. Donnie Ward. Nelson. Carlos Cruz.
Find your mechanics, drivers. Find your mechanics. Looks good on my end. We got cones covered. We got everyone checked in. Pay attention to Mr. Cork down there. He's going to get the go-ahead from your mechanics. He's going to give you the down and quiet, and I'm going to give you the tone to go racing for 25 minutes. On your toes, marshals. And away we go here, 25-minute A main. Chicky and Schreff, I'm sure, getting some testing done for the big show later on. Schreff is going to turn over Chicky in the stairs, and then he goes and marshals him with his car. That's great. Great sportsmanship. Now Henry to the lead. So Henry getting a great start, leading the way right now. Oh, Schreff getting a little wild coming out of the whoops. Chicky going to the lead. Henry tied up on the pipe. He's going to hop out in front of Chicky. Chicky's going to do a little pirouette and keep going. Rob Allen now to the 3 spot. So Henry, Schreff, Allen, Chicky, Quinones. Then that's Swisher. Oh, Swisher getting passed there by Beckholt, I believe. Swisher looking back to the inside, trying to take it back. Not going to be able to do it. Then Quan, Petrella, Drakeford, Caruso, Ward, and Cruz. Yeah, Ward backing it into the corner. Schreff starting to close in on Henry here. Henry in that purple and white with the yellow wheels. Schreffler in the green and blue with the white wheels. Oh, Henry gonna just tap the pipe, and that's all Schreffler needed. Through he goes. Looks like we had one exit the track, not sure which one it was. Now Petrella upside down on the right side. Well, would you look at that? Henry back out front. It's Henry, Chicky, and Schreff. Schreff trying to chase down a world champ and a two-time national champ. Ooh, Schreffler nosing his way in there on the stairs. He's going to take second place away, and Henry just pulled over and let them both go? That had to be an electrical glitch. What on earth was going on there? Henry just went wide in the first turn, stopped for a second, and Schreff and Chicky both went through. Maybe he's just trying to make it challenging for himself. Oh, one all the way on the right side, caught it getting there. Oh, that was Donnie. .545 into this one. Schreff and Chicky. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. .620 in, and Chicky is in. So I guess he's going to three-stop her, committing to that early on. So most people coming in for fuel this time by Alquan's going to flame out on his way out. So it looks like most everyone committing to the three-stop here. So we're going to give this a lap or two to cycle through, and then we'll have another look at the order. And I guess we'll find out in a couple of minutes if anybody's going to two-stop. Eight and a half into this one, so this time or next time by, we'll find out if anybody's going to two-stop. Maybe TP. Chicky and Schreff, your top two. Chicky just avoiding a wrecked car there. Schreff are going to do the same, so all's fair. Oh, Chicky rolls coming out of the whoops, and Schreffler back to the lead. And those two have pulled out, looks like about 8 seconds on Henry. Henry still running in that 3 spot, 12 seconds back to Rob in the 4, and 7 seconds back to Swisher and Beckholt for 5 and 6. They're going over the big front side double. Swisher in that white and yellow, Beckholt white, yellow, and pink. They're coming through the Harvey whoops, slicing and dicing, battling for that last spot on the podium. Beckholt bumped in, or no, Swisher bumped into this one. Swisher looking to get a podium out of it. Could be a good main day from a bump to a podium. Oh, and that's going to help Swisher's case. Beckholt just wrecked off the back double and flamed out. It was even a pretty quick Marshall. He's still going to flame. I don't see anybody going for it yet. They're just going to leave it there. Caution at the top of the hill there between the doubles. Oop. Marshall going halfway down, able to save it. Schreffler and Chicky about 2 seconds apart. Is this a preview for second place in the next Nitro Main? Wow. Schreffler just ran the hot lap of the race, 41.3 that time by. He's going to stretch his lead over Chicky up to 3 seconds. And Chicky getting a little slideways, able to gather it back up. And Schreff making his way past Swisher right now. There's a gentle suggestion from Schreff there. Caution at the bottom of the hill, Allen upside down. Caution bottom of the hill, and clear. Quan going to clip the pipe, come up to the big double. So Quan upside down, watch the takeoff. And all clear the lander as well. Quan, the next car to you will be Schreff. Swisher, the next car to you will be Chicky. third place Henry is coming on to the step on, step off right now. He's got a bunch of open track ahead of him. And Swisher in the 4 spot right now. Swisher bumping in up to 4th. So pretty solid main from Swisher here as we are just past halfway. 12:45 down, 12:15 to go. And Rob Allen right now occupying the 5th and final spot on the podium. But with Drakeford only a couple seconds behind him, they are coming towards the loop right now. But Drakeford going to get it wrong after the step off, and Siller on the way, but had to wait for a car to pass, which is going to cost Jay an extra second or two. So that was the closest thing on track. Quinones was technically ahead of Drakeford there, but he was coming in for fuel, so Drakeford still in the 7th spot effectively, but now a little farther down from Allen as Petrella will move into the 6th. Some hooting and hollering down there. Donnie in the 12 spot, but it looks like he's having a good time. And you know what? At the end of the day, winning's what matters. Stop having so much fun. $16 down and 9 to go. About 2/3 of the way through here. Oh, Drakeford, stays on his wheels. He's going to be able to sort it out himself. And back between the pipes we go. He tried. He did his best. Brian, did your dad flame or something? Okay, thank you. All right. Schreffler out to about an 11-second lead over Chicky now. So it kind of looked at the beginning like we were going to have something real exciting, you know. Henry holding the lead, Schreffler and Chicky scrapping behind him, trying to pass him. And then Henry, I don't know if that was an electronic glitch or if he just said, you know what, you two go have fun, but kind of let him by, and Schreffler checked out. So here we are, watching the main. A little bit of excitement that we do have is those final 2 steps on the podium. Rob Allen, Brandon Swisher, and Nelson Quinones. Rob Allen is motoring up the hill right now into the backside doubles in his white, blue, and pink. Got one upside down. I believe that would be Swisher. Yes, it is. So that's going to move Quinones to the 5 spot and Swisher to the 6. 7:20 left to go. 7:20 left to go. We are now in the window for final fuel stops. Jay right now in the 6 spot, Swisher in the 7. And Drakeford's starting to have some bobbles here towards the end. Don't know if he's running out of tires or running out of focus. Swisher and Quinones, though, scrapping for 6th, while also trying to get to Drakeford for 5th. So 6 minutes left to go. 5, 6, and 7 is the battle that we have to watch. 9 and 10 between Quan and Caruso. That could become something for Drakeford, Swisher, and Quinones. Those 3 cars going for that one final step on the podium. Rob Allen's got to keep it clean and smooth, or he's going to fall back into that battle. Somebody upside down, believe that's Quinones. So Q going to fall out of that battle. Oh, and the death rev followed by a flame. Quinones going to flame out of this one. Swisher in and out for his final stop. So your podium right now with 4:45 to go as the final fuel stops happen is Schreff, Chicky, Henry, Allen, and Drakeford. Drakeford has Petrella, Swisher behind him still. New hot lap of the race, and I believe hot lap of the day. 40.7 for Schreffler. That's Holland. 2:10 left to go. And Rob Allen and Drakeford about 3 seconds apart. Drakeford's got pretty good cushion on Petrella right now. Caruso and Quan for 8 and 9, just 1 second apart. Oh. Rob Allen makes a mistake. Drakeford now going to go up to 4th. Rob Allen going to drop to 5th. Both still on the podium. Can Petrella capitalize? Maybe snag a podium at the very end here. .30 seconds left in this one. Drakeford and Allen, let's find them on track. And hey, they are battling. Rob Allen and Drakeford onto the step on and step off. Oh, Drakeford, nice move up the inside and says, no, sir. One more time around for those two. Allen trying to push him wide. Drakeford holding. Allen's going to tap the pipe and not make the big double. That's going to give Drakeford a good 20 feet of breathing room. Can Rob Allen get back to him to attack one more time? It still looks like Drakeford's out of tire, and he'll tap the pipe. Allen goes by. Allen shorts the double. Drakeford catches up. He hits a pipe. They're just going to be wrecking for the next 20 seconds. We'll see who wrecks a little bit less. Drakeford sends it. Flat lands. Bounces in the air. Saves it again. And then hits the pipe again. Will Rob Allen get cleanly to the finish line here? He got enough breathing room that he might. Here comes Petrella. Drakeford cannot afford another mistake. Petrella coming to the line, but Drakeford gonna hang on to it. And just Bin left to finish.
The race is completed.
Hey everyone, I want to thank you all for coming out to the 2022 East Coast Race Against Cancer. As I had said on Saturday, this is the end of my run, but I want to thank Kevin, Krista, the entire LCRC crew, family, friends, sponsors, and racers. Together we raised a record $26,000 for the American Cancer Society. We broke our prior record by $3,000. So thank you everyone. I really appreciate it. It's been a great run, and I look forward to seeing you someday in the future.
Hey, thanks to Scott for all he's done over the years for the East Coast Race Against Cancer. Those of you who have run races before and tried to get prizes and put on, y'all know how hard it is. So special thanks to Scott for all his work over the years and all the supporters and everybody doing everything they do. This wouldn't happen without a village working together. So thanks to everybody.
I'm no mathematician, but I think that means that this little RC community has raised $238,000 for the American Cancer Society. that's just from this event. There's a lot of charity going on in this community.
Thanks, Toby.
Well, we still got some racing to do here. Drivers from that last one, find your cones. It's short course time. Wow, that's a really nice body you got there. I don't think that's roar legal, bud. Good thing Roar's not here right now. So drivers, find your cones. Drivers, find your cones.
While all the marshals work themselves into positions, let's get you all gridded up a while. So hit the track, start working yourselves towards the grid. I know it's a little faded, but even I can see the lines.
Jamie Groff.
All right, so running order on this one. You guys looked at the sheets, going to be the... Huh. Looks like I put the two-wheel short courses first. I'm going to ask you, four-wheel first? That's what I figured. All right, then we won't go from top to bottom. We'll go numerically. So that'll be Will in the number 1, Jamie in the 2, Jason in the 3, Bill in the 4, Alan Placer 5, Rocky 6, Lewis 7, and then for the number 8 and the first in the two-wheel short courses, it'll be Russell, then Matt Adams in the 9/2, Josh Miller in the 10, Goodrow in the 11, and Brady in the 12. Y'all looked like you knew what you were doing. What spot is missing out there? Looks like the guys in front of Matt Adams, which was Russell Stratton. Yeah, I'll get into the marshals in just a sec. We're currently having the TQ two-wheel not there at the moment, it looks like. Let me look at the marshal situation first, and then we'll have to get going without him then. Cone 8 in the back left. That should have been Ben Kwan at the end of the sweeper. Oh, okay, I see what you're going to do there. That works. Help me out. Cone 10's good. We got 11. That'll do. All right. So, we'll be going live off the tone. Let me just do this again. Driver's ready. Marshall's ready. Your race will begin on that sound of the tone in less than 5. And we're going to get off and rolling with some multi-class racing. Don't get to see that terribly often. I say that as it's only 10 scale now this year instead of mini truggy in the short courses. But that's beside the point. See, we got the four wheels out at the front of everything. So let's just start with them. We got Will Alameda in the clear body, translucent. He's working his way through the center step-ups now. He's got what should be Jamie Groff in the all blue. They change bodies so much, I gotta wait until they cross to know for sure. Nope, that's Bill Valet. That makes more sense. He's in the number 2, only a second and a half back. Then you got Placer, another 4. Booker, Hausman, Jamie. And then before Rocky could get there, a couple two-wheel short courses getting across the line. Miller and Adams, Goodrow for the two-wheel short courses. Then we got McCune. This is a 10-minute A main for both four-wheel and two-wheel drive short courses. Two-wheel drives, most of them, if not all of them, should be running, I believe, 2S shorties. And then the four-wheel short courses, I think, run stick pack 2 cells. All I know is 10 minutes on this big, wide open track is going to be difficult for both classes. So it's not just a battle for speed, it's a battle of attrition. Whose car will last the longest? Caution in the long jump, you're good, Caruso. And that's been cleared. Caution between the back doubles. Caution between the back doubles. Car upside down. Now that's some marshalling. Really good throw. Hey, Jay, look behind you. Purple truck, no go. I guess so. Got steering. All right. 7:20 to go. Let's take a look at the two-wheel short courses. We have Matt Adams leading them out. Looks like that's going to change. Josh Miller in the yellow and blue going into the big double. He is the current two-wheel short course leader. Matt Adams not too far behind him in the orange, white, and a little bit of blue. Then you'll find Brady McEwen and Aaron Goodrow another couple turns back. So your two-wheel short courses, all of them staying pretty well together, making it nice and easy to find them on the track. Then for your four wheels, they're currently being led by the translucent Will Alameda. So translucent, I gotta do a double take to find him on the track. There he is on the left side, going up the hill to the back section. He's got Bill Valet about 10 seconds back in the all blue short course. Currently getting into kerfuffle with some other trucks. Then you got Alan Placer in the number 3, Hausman in the number 4. Then you got Jamie about 7.5 back from Jason. And then Rocky rounding out the field as it looks like Lewis Booker out after 2. It's on the track. Maybe it got fixed. Looks like it got fixed. Four minutes down, 6 minutes left to go, guys. Almost halfway through. I want to be calling some close battles, and right now that is going to be between the two top two-wheel short courses. Matt Adams, Josh Miller, and Miller with a mistake after the backstretch. Going to give up the spot, and it looks like a good bit of the track, a couple corners worth. Matt Adams just crossing the line for a personal best and hot lap of two-wheel drive, 40, make that a 53 flat. Miller in yellow and blue just crossed the line, have a little bit of a rough one. It's got about 6 seconds to make up to the leader. Then there will be McEwen somewhere in the mix of all these short courses. If I had to guess, based on how they drive, I'm going to say that's the white one going to the step downs now, followed by Aaron Goodrow in the silver and black. That sounds right, and it looks right. Yeah, and it was right. So as Matt checks out just a little bit on Josh, let's take another quick look at what Will is doing. As his car collects dirt, it's just becoming more and more like the track. Sooner or later, you won't be able to see it. It's getting a nice natural camouflage. He's heading through Harvey's washboards now and into the wall turn. He's got about 18 seconds up on new number 2 for four-wheel drive. Jamie Groff, I need some help in the back double doubles, between the back double doubles. Careful, careful. And it's been cleared. Jamie's still hanging on to the second place. He's got about 6 seconds up on Alan Placer. See if I can find him. For reference, Jamie should be in the all pink, little bit of white on the front, going through the right-hand side. Placer then should be the blue and red, not too far back. Caution between the back doubles again, and it got fixed itself. Need some help on the front. Eli Miller to the rescue. Thank you, sir. Then it's going to be Bill Valet in the number 4, J House, rounding out the top 5. Then Rocky and Lewis. 46.4 going to be the hot lap from Jamie Groff for the four-wheel short courses. Will's matched it, 500ths off. Now Jamie wants to do is find a couple tenths, start putting in a charge. He's got about 3 minutes if he wants to take over that top spot in four-wheel drive short course. Less than 3 to go. Up next will be race number 37, Expert 1/8 scale Nitro Buggy A main, the big show. Besides, well, Expert Electric. There's Placer, yellow, black, and orange. That's the number 3. Scratch that number 4. J House putting in personal best, 47.5. Did that at the right time. Placer made a mistake putting him up into the number 3. That explains some things. J House is on his 5th body of the season. Now I finally figured out his car. 125 left, guys. 125 left to go. Two-wheel drive is pretty well spaced out. Matt Adams has about 25 seconds up on Millerin, who has 23 up on McCune. No, that doesn't mean much unless you're looking at the track. So let's just put some cars to those names. You'll find Matt Adams on the right side, orange and white. Two-wheel drive, but looking pretty well planted. He's heading into the step-ups now. Millerin then is in the blue and yellow. He's all the way on the left side, currently exiting the sweeper, going on to the washboards. Then you got McCune, rocking the silver and black. And then the all-white, going to be Andrew Goodrow. Four-wheel short course ain't much closer. Will's got about a pretty healthy lead on Jamie. Again, rocking that translucent body. Jamie rocking the bright pink, white, and yellow. He's been having a really good race. 45-1, 2 laps to go, resetting the hot lap because it's Jamie, and this is his class. Fortunately, it's also Will's. 3, 2, and a 1. And that was time, drivers. You guys are racing them to the line. A lot of these places are already set in stone. Something to watch is going to be between McCune and Goodrow. They're coming towards the line now. The white and silver and black cars coming to the line. Believe that's going to be, yep, Goodrow taking away 3rd place from McCune on the last lap. Good job, Goodrow. Just waiting on Millerin and Hausman and Booker to make this race official. They're all on the right side. Where did my marshals go? I see Navoso's there. Somebody knows what to do. All right, guys. That is a race. So for the two-wheel short course, it's going to be Matt Adams taking the win.
Completed.
Millerin going to take the 2. Goodrow the 3. McCune the number 4. And Russell TQing it all. And then just, meh. He already TQ'd. Then Will going to take the 1 for the 4-wheel short courses. Jamie Groff the 2. Jason the 3. Placer 4. Valet 5. Rocky 6. And Lewis the 7. Up next is race number 37. Expert 1/8 scale Nitro Buggy. I'll need all the drivers in the last one to head on back out there. We got a 25-minute main coming up. What was that, Matt? Oh, okay, I got you. I'll take a little extra time after this one. I'll wait. I know. Taken care of already. While Thomas checks on the pits, let's check on the marshals. It looks like I'm only missing cone numero 9. I don't know, it's been a while since I've taken Spanish. It's number 9. That should be Matt Adams, who told me. Oh, yeah, you're at 8. Yeah, Matt, I have you at cone 9. Russell's supposed to be at cone 8. It's fine, you can stay at 8. Cone 12. Is that McCune over in the pink shirt? Can I have you go to cone 9 instead? Or actually, scratch that. Ah, that explains things. Remember, drivers, you're going to take 2 complete warm-up laps,
Lil Donnie
and
Ward.
then you're going to find your mechanics after the fact.
Ethan McConaughey, Jason Schrebler, Greg Harmer, Ryan Cotta, Paul Cicerello, David Harvey. Justin Drinks, Kevin Siller, Cowboy Risser, Christian Toic,
Got a flame out from. Did I say that's Henry's? Yep, that's the purple. Don't hit my flagger, guys. He's sweeping the sweeper. And in fact, guys, no more laps, no more laps. Find your mechanic on the left side. Find your mechanic on the left side. Starting order for this. Starting order for this one's going to be Schreff in the 1. Ethan in the 2, Donnie Ward in the 3, Harvey in the 4, Chicky 5, Cotta 6, Butter 7, Harmer 8, Henry 9, Drinks 10, Cowboy 11, Toic 12, and Siller the 13.
Henry,
And we are good on my end. All right, I got a check-in from everyone. I'm good on my... Yep, I am good on my marshals. So, it'll be on Thomas. Pay attention to the flagger. He'll give you the down and quiet. I'll give you the tone. As soon as he works himself down the grid. And there he goes. Again, guys, keep your eyes on him. All right, let's get this main underway. 25 minutes of expert nitro buggy. Ethan starting on the 2, making some moves on Schreff, going side by side. Schreff and Kata on the backstretch. Mechanic going to come out. Ooh. Mechanic over rotating just a little bit. Ends up rotating into Schreff's line. Going to get it spun around. So it's going to put Schreff out in front. Then looks like not Kata, Donnie Ward. They got similar colors nowadays. He got around, and then he flipped it over. So lead is up in the air. Let's see who's got it. They're going down the washboards now, and that looks to be David Harvey in the pink and white. Heading up the hill. Behind him, you got Chicky. Then there's Kata, Harmer, Schreff, Mechanic. And it looks like we got Henry. Then I want to say that strength. Caution in the valley on the long jump. Well, it was eventually marshaled by a car. Yep, it was Drinks. Then it's Donnie Ward 8, Butter 9, Toic 10, Stiller 11, Henry 12, and Cowboy 13.
Dave Harvey from 4th on the grid out front. Chicky from 5th on the grid in 2nd. Kata from 6th up to 3rd. So your top 3 have dropped here early on. Now Schreffler going to be running in the 4 spot. Then Drinks, Harmer, Siller, Toic, Butter, Henry, and Ward. Ethan is in pit road. They are working on that one. The Mechanic going to drop to the back here and likely go a lap down. Okay, so D Harv still leading. Gonna just tap a pipe right there. Chicky maybe gonna make a 10. Harvey in that white and pink with the gray wing. Chicky white and yellow with the Lexan wing. They're coming across the loop right now, 1 and 2. Kata in the 3 spot. And then Schreff in the 4. Harmer is 5. Oh, Kata gonna roll it over. Schreff gonna go to 3. Harmer 5, Siller 6, those two together on track. Then Toic and Drinks. Looks like Ward gonna move. Nope, he's gonna stay in 10th. And then Henry 11 with Mechanic and Risser already out within the first couple minutes. Butter gonna have a bobble, and Donnie Ward gonna go by for the 9 spot. .630 in, Donnie coming in for fuel. That's the signal for a 3-stop then. So Donnie committing to the 3-stop here early on. Seemed like we had a good mix of 3s and 2s in truck, but here in the buggy classes, pretty much everybody's been 3-stopping it. Your leader, D. Harv in for fuel, Schreff in for fuel, Chicky in for fuel. So 1, 2, 3 coming in. 1, 2, 3 going out. And Harvey's lead's gonna get bigger in pit road. Sarah's doing work. Looks like Henry flaming out. Can he coast to the loop? Let it count, let it count. Sketchy. Schreffler now taking over from Harvey. So Schreff coming through the teardrop right now. Hold Donnie high, so Ward flaming out. Schreff, Harvey, and Chicky, 1, 2, 3 coming down the stairs. Harvey gonna poke the pipe a little. He's gonna give Schreff a few tenths of breathing room. And Harvey going to be holding off Chicky, but now Donnie comes out between 1 and 2, and this is going to be interesting because Donnie's on pace. Donnie, if you can pull away from Harvey, this is fine, but if not, you're going to have to let the lead battle continue. Thank you. And Ethan going to rejoin the race. We'll see if he can make up 8 minutes. Looks like Henry having some sort of mechanical problem where the car just rotates forever. Weird. And Ethan gonna flame out once again. Ethan just doing some stairs in the meantime, working on those calves. Let's find Ciccarello and D. Harv here. Chicky and Harvey going into the step on, step off. Ooh, Chicky sending that about as far as he can. That was a little iffy even, but he lands it all right, carries on. Looks like Chicky even closed in on Schreff a good amount that lap. Yeah, Schreff had a bit of a long one, so Chicky and Harvey going to close back up that time by. Schreff, Chicky, Harvey, 1, 2, 3 into the wall turn over the little double. Kata in the 4 spot, totally in no man's land right now. 10 seconds out of 3rd. And 8 seconds up on 5th. Greg running in 5th right now, that final podium step. Justin Drinks and Christian Toic battling for 6th and 7th, going over the big frontside double. Drinks yellow, orange, and blue. Toic white and red. Through the Harvey whoops they go. Then Butter in the 8 spot, Siller 9, Ward 10, and Henry Mechanic and Risser all out at the moment. Drinks and Toic gonna go wheel to wheel there. Little bump and love and squeezing. $13 down and 12 to go. We are past halfway, drivers. Schreffler, Chicky, and Harvey still your 1, 2, 3. Schreffler in the teardrop, Chicky on the anthill, and Harvey tumbling towards the anthill, gonna land upside down, and Donnie's gonna marshal him. Hot lap 40.7 from Schreff. He did it in the 40-plus main. He'll do it here again in the one that counts. And Donnie flames out again. And this time Ethan does not flame out. He breaks. Schreff in for fuel here with 14 down and 11 to go. So Schreff, Chicky, and Harvey all getting fuel here in the last minute. So they are all on the same fuel strategy. $15 down and 10 to go. Closest battle on track, 6th and 7th. Toic and Siller, the two that bumped into this race, are running together, battling for 6th. Toak must have pitted on this lap, and Siller now has what looks about 5 or 6 seconds on him. And yeah, it's a 49 for Toak, so likely his outlap there. Siller has yet to make his second stop. So when Siller pits, we'll see how close Toak will be. Right now, Toak has drinks to work on. That would be the battle for 7th right now. Drinks has already done his second spot, so that battle is legit. And when Siller makes his fuel stop, that may be a 3-car battle. But Siller having an ugly lap here. That's going to let Drinks and Toak close in. Toak rolls it on the stairs. Siller's still staying out. So maybe he'll come in next time and he's on a 2-stop and I missed that. Suppose that's a possibility. 8:40 left in this one. Closest battle now is Harvey and Kata for 3rd. That's coming down the stairs right now. Harvey pink, purple, and white. Kata gray and yellow. $7:15 left in this one, in the window for final fuel stops here. Harvey and Kata still a developing battle as Kata inches closer and closer to D-Harv. Oh, Kata rolls over. That's going to give Harvey breathing room. Butter and Toak getting together a little bit there. Just a racing incident. Chicky in and out for his final fuel stop, and he'll come out before Harvey even comes in. Harvey looks to have slicked off the center of his tires. Maybe that's why he's being so careful on the stairs. That would explain a lot. Five and a half left in this one. Schreff, a 20-second lead. Checking out on Chicky in this one, just like he did in 40 plus. Kata has his final fuel stop done. Schreff coming in for his final fuel stop. Harmer in for his final stop. Harmer right now trying to hang on to a final podium spot. He's not too far behind Harvey or Kata either. But Harmer going to come out right behind Toic, and he's able to slip right back by. Which is going to move Drinks into the 5 spot for the moment. But Harmer putting pressure on Drinks already. Harmer does not want to be in this sandwich. Drinks in front and Toic behind. And Harmer looking to the inside of the anthill. Nope. Not going to be able to stick it. 4 minutes left to go, and we have a battle for the final step on the podium for him in here. Harvey looks to have a good gap on them right now. Drinks going to come in for fuel, and so does Toic. And there went that battle. Harmer going to reclaim that 5th spot. And now he knows that he's got 5 or 6 seconds to work with just to hang on to a podium spot. So the full rundown with 3.5 to go is Schreffler out front, 19 seconds up on Chicky. Chicky 16 up on Kata. Kata's about 3 up on Harvey, so Harvey could definitely get to Kata. Gap 2.7 that time. Harvey to Harmer is 12 seconds. And then we won't get a good picture till they cross the line, but Toic about 5 seconds back. Now Butter gonna move up to 7. And Drink's gonna move to 8, probably another 2 or 3 seconds behind Butter. And then Siller about 20 down from Drinks. .215 to go, drivers, 2:15 to go. Coming up next, race 38 is the intermediate E-Buggy A main. Intermediate E-Buggy A main, you're up in 2 minutes. Schreff just resets the hot lap. It's another 40.7, but he first did it about 20 minutes ago and then matches it here with just a few minutes left. Caution in the valley. That's going to be Drinks losing some time. Minute and a half to go. Closest battle on track. Toic and Butter just a 1.5 seconds for 6th. Harmer looking pretty solid for that final podium step right now in 5th. Harvey 4th, Kata 3rd, Chicky 2nd, and Schreffler not quite gonna lap the field, but he sure is checked out. .30 seconds left, drivers, 30 seconds left. Just kind of waiting for a battle to happen. Toic and Butter, pretty close on the step up, step off. Coming down the stairs into the line. They're gonna cross with 5 seconds to go. That's gonna easily be our closest battle on track as Butter runs a personal best 41 flat. He decided the last 30 seconds was the time to step it up a notch. So Toic and Butter, Toic in the white and red, Butter in the black, charging up the hill. As everybody else races to the line, that's the only battle we have going on. Butter trying to get to Toic for 6th right now. Through the teardrop they go. Butter all over him. Can he get to the inside? Hits the brakes hard. Can't quite slide her in there. And can't quite get to the line
drivers
either.
are finished.
But now he will. And that's a race, drivers.
The race is completed.
Jason Schreffler going to win it by 30 seconds. Decent. Chicky going to finish second. Cotta third. Harvey 4. And Harmer 5th. That's your podium. Then Toic, Butter, Drinks, Siller, Ward, Henry, Mechanic, and Risser. Race number 38,
Gordon Miller.
intermediate e-buggy. Hold on the blocks. We have at least one race marshal race.
Will Alameda. Dave DePasquale. Jamie Groff. Eli Miller.
Come on up. Drivers in that last one, shake out your legs and go find your cone.
Colton Fernari. Matt Adams.
Again, drivers in that last race, you or someone to represent you needs to go to your correct
Curry.
cone. Okay, drivers, this being an A main, if you would like to take a full warm-up lap, you're welcome to do so. Otherwise, check in and head to the grid.
Jared Henry.
Again, you
Don
can do
Hillary.
a full lap.
Shane Loss.
Just keep in mind it's a 10-minute main.
Andrew
I don't know
DiGirolamo.
what your battery situation is, but hopefully you do.
Parker Hillard.
Oh, you got people for that.
All right, we are all checked. Let's get them gridded. Five should be Chicky. Is Chicky out there?
I didn't make it easy for myself, but like I even told Mike, he goes, I need you to come in the pit now, and I'm like, oh, you didn't know.
Need Chicky or a representative at cone 5.
Like that, right after the second fuel stop, it was like, holy hell, was the car? It was just wow, did it come in? I ran the hardest tire I had.
Then we should have James Henry in the front left there at 9 or 12. All right, drivers, are you confident that you have the right order? Eli, you're good. The correct people are there. You can go. Thank you. Okay. Drivers ready? Marshall's ready. 10-minute intermediate A main going live on the Sound of the Tone in less than 5. Stand up, Brett. A little chaotic at the start. Seen better, seen worse. Parker getting out to a good start here in the red and green Techno. Caution at the loop. It looks like your leader, Parker, having an issue. Colton Fernari is going to take over the lead from that 4th on the grid to the lead in less than a minute. Eli Miller going to go to the 2 spot. Gordon Miller to the 3, no relation. Parker Hillard to the 4. Jared Henry 5. Don Hillard to the 6. Yes, is relation. Then DeGirolamo in the 7th spot, then Curry, Alameda, Groff, Laux, De Pasquale, and Adams. Now the question is Colton just going to check out? Because he might. So far, it's happening. The onus is on Eli, Parker, Gordon, Jared, and Don to do something about it. Don going to do the wrong thing about it and lose a spot. DeGirolamo going to move to 6. Parker going to put her in the dust, giving Eli some breathing room in his 2 spot. And Gordon Miller catching Parker. Alex going to hit the dirt, going to go stealth mode and marshal him anyway. Yeah, get dirty. Racing line is now very clean in that hairpin. It's been scrubbed. Alameda, I'm told, just absolutely sent it. Did not see it with my own eyes, but I heard there is much sending. So Colton right now doing what needs to be done and taking off in this one. But now the battle for second getting real hot. Parker just slipped by Eli. Eli putting pressure on the inside. Beautiful fight back from Eli there to retain the 2nd spot. So it's Colton out front. Then Eli, Parker, Don. Parker putting pressure on Eli, looking to the inside. Can he slide job him more speed around the outside? Whoa, good defense. That's some quality battling right there. So Eli and Parker going at it again. They did this in mini truck. They're doing it again in e-buggy. But all the while, Father Prime is catching them. Here comes Don closing in on Eli and Parker. Looks like things getting a little feisty midfield. Feisty in the good way, like we're battling, you know. So Miller and Hillard are having their battle for second. And then Don Hillard in 4, DeGirolamo and Curry for 5 and 6, final step on the podium. Then Henry, Laux, and Alameda for 7 through 9. Di Pasquale in 10, Groff 11, Adams 12. And it looks like we had a miss for Gordon there. So Gordon in the 10 spot between Will and Dave. Six and a half down, 3.5 to go here in the intermediate e-buggy A main. Ooh, Parker a bit of a tighter line. Gives him a little bump into the following corner. Has to get out of it, though, to avoid turning him. And even though Don made a bobble, he's not going to lose much time because those two are fighting each other hard. And because they're fighting hard, Colton is absolutely gone. He has this one in the bag. Just has to choose paper or plastic. Watch the takeoff on the second double, the takeoff on the second double. Eli going to lose gobs of time. Parker going to go to the 2 spot. Don going to go to the 3. Could we see a Hillard 2-3 here? I mean, we could. Will we? Nope, your leader upside down, but shouldn't matter too much. Looks like Shane lost a tire, but they're going to toss it to the marshal, and Henry's going to fix the car out there? Interesting. .110 left in this one. Let's keep an eye on those Hillards. They're still pretty close together. Parker and Don 1.5 apart. Parker in the red and green, Don in the yellow and green, heading through the grid section. Alameda with a great lap, runs the fast lap of the race of 41.5, and he'll jump a couple spots up into 4th. That's going to push Curry down to 5th. DeGirolamo 6, Eli Miller 7, then Gordon Miller, and Di Pasquale, Henry, Groff, Adams, and Laux. Don going to have an air, and Alameda is going to get by. So Alameda now going to move up into that 3 spot here with 20 seconds to go as Matt Adams loses a tire. His car must have been tired. 5 seconds left to go in this one. Drivers, you will now be racing to the line. Looks like Gordon Miller trying to get a spot back from Dave that he lost earlier this lap, but he's not going to be able to do it. Dave's going to take the 8 spot. Gordon's going to have to settle for 9. Colton comes across for a convincing win. And we are racing to the line, drivers. Let's find Parker and Will. Parker coming up a little short on the step off. It won't cost him much. Will's pushing hard, but Parker not really under any threat, and he's just going to cruise across the line. So Parker going to take 2nd, Will 3rd. Don's going to come across for 4th. And who's going to round out the podium here? It's going to be DeGirolamo taking 5th place away from Ethan on the final lap. And that's a race.
The race is completed.
So Colton Fernari going to take a convincing win here in Intermediate Electric, followed by Parker Hillard, Will Alameda, Don Hillard, and DeGirolamo for your podium. Then Eli Miller, Curry, DePascal, Gordon Miller, Groff, Henry, Adams, and Laux. Need those drivers back out to Marshall for our final race of the 20th annual East Coast Race Against Cancer. This is it, folks.
David Harvey. Brett Butler.
Drivers, come on up. Donnie. You should come up on the stand. It's easier to drive from up here. Okay, cones look good. Driver's track's open. Your choice. You can
Jared
check
Barton,
in and head to the grid,
Gavin
or if
Buchanan,
you'd like to take a
Ethan
full
Lunchunda,
warm-up lap, you are
James
welcome
Doherty,
to do so.
Kyle Lord,
Just be mindful it's
Greg
a
Palmer,
10-minute main, and you
Clinton
got
Kreider,
little shorty
Brian
batteries
Kaha,
in there.
Colin Morse. Lil Donnie Ward. Paul Cicerello.
All right, drivers. Let's get them lined up. Let's find out if you know your order. Do ya? Well, do you, punk? Towards the end there, after Butter, it's Harvey, Krieger, Loy, Morse. But you have the right order. You're just like half a foot from each other, which is a little sketch. There, Colin's got the right idea. There we go. Kyle, that's fine as long as you acknowledge that you have to let Krieger get to the apex of the corner. Thumbs up it is. Fantastic. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. The final ever main for the East Coast Race Against Cancer will be live in less than 5. Harmer going to put a good move on Chicky here early on up into the 3 spot. Donnie Ward getting a good getaway. And Barden, Harmer, Chicky kind of gets it wrong in between the doubles. Able to not collect anyone. Harmer gets it wrong there at the end of the doubles. He will hold up Manchanda, and now the accordion effect in full effect into that anthill. Manchanda going to be upside down. Harvey stuck on the pipe. And all clear, all clear. Across the line, it's going to be Donnie, Barden, Chicky, Vucina, Kata, Harmer, Krieger. Loy going to roll it, collects Butter a little bit. Doherty going to get a 2-for-1 special here on a Sunday. Butter back to the inside. He's going to give Doherty a piece of his mind or something. I ran out of fun phrases. One upside down coming out of the whoops. That's going to be Vucina losing a spot to Kata. Now, Vucina going to put it in the pipe again. Meltdown. That's what he was yelling during his 4-wheel buggy qual, in which he wrecked twice and then destroyed the field. Let's see if Barden can put the pressure on Donnie Ward Jr. I'm afraid that if Donnie gets a gap, he may disappear into the sunset. Barden's got to keep the pressure on. And he's got to get to Ward before Chicky gets to him. Chicky under pressure from Kata at the moment. I'm sure Harmer will come charging back after getting collected in some stuff. Krieger, Morse, Loy, Vucina to the inside of Loy. Vucina's going to run out of space, and actually Loy's going to get the bad end of it. Vucina was trying to go for a 2-for-1 special there, but the doors started closing. Kyle's going to go ahead and lose a bunch on this lap then. Vucina has to go back to putting pressure on Loy now, as Donnie Ward just inches away from Barden, and Chicky inches a little closer. 2 down and 8 to go in this one. Top 5 starting to break away a little, but your top 1 is breaking away as well. Hot lap just came from Harmer, 41.9, first one into the 41s in this race. Those Ogo tires up the temp. Vucina gonna roll it off the fingers. Just gonna slip back in front of Butter. Donnie Ward going down the back straight, opening up a bigger and bigger lead. Barden in that 2 spot still. Now Chicky starting to put some pressure on him, and then Kata coming along for the ride. Then a little bit of a gap back to Harmer and a little bit of a gap back to Krieger. Krieger having a good start after starting towards the back of the grid. He'll play it smart there on the second double, checking up a little bit short. Harvey gonna go for a spin, but he'll stay in his position. It's gonna be Morse, Harvey, Vucina, and Butter right there is 8 through 10. Then Doherty, Loy, and Manchanda having a 11, 12, 13 battle. Donnie's lead staying about the same here. We are 4 down and 6 to go. 4 down and 6 to go. Gap last time was 4.4. Now the gap 2.9. Barden puts in a personal best 41.8. But it's worth noting that Donnie's hot lap of the race with a 40.6 2 laps ago. Then he backed it up with a 43. Butter trying to hold off Harvey right now. Would also like to go track down Morse for the 7 spot. So it is Donnie out front, 3.8 second lead, going to make 9/10 that time by. Barden, Chicky, Kata, 2, 3, 4 going across the grid. Oh, Harmer going to clip the pipe. Krieger's going to go by. So Krieger up into that 5 spot. Final step on the podium. Harmer going to go back to 6. Morse in 7. Butter 8. Harvey 9. Right behind him. Vucina in 10. Manchanda doing donuts. So Doherty going to go to the 11 spot with the sideways wing. Then Manchanda and Loy. Got one upside down on the far right. I think that is Harvey. Harvey going to lose a bunch of time. That's going to put Vucina up into the 9 spot. We are past halfway, drivers. We are 5:40 down, 4:20 to go. Six down and 4 to go. Donnie still leading the way here, clicking off 41s. Barton still in that 2 spot, running a nice steady race. Oh, your leader gonna roll it over there in the wall turn. That's gonna let Barton close in a little bit. Chicky and Kata close behind. Then Krieger, Harmer, Morse, and Butter. Then Vucina, then Harvey. Harvey gonna roll it on the wall turn. Butter going to be upside down. Quinton running over from the pits. Barden making a mistake this lap. That's going to put Chicky to the 2 spot. Chicky right now 3.2 behind Donnie with 2:20 left to go. Kata going to go to the 3. Barden back to the 4. Krieger just losing the 5 there, getting it wrong on that middle straightaway. So Harmer going to go back onto the podium, followed closely by Morse. And then Vucina, Krieger, Butter, Harvey, Manchanda, Doherty, and Loy. Doherty's car falling apart, wing coming off, tires ungluing, but can he hold off Kyle anyway? Chicky cutting into the gap a little bit, down to 2.8 that time by. Kata 1.8 back from Chicky. Barden 3 seconds out of that battle now. Harmer, Morse, Vucina, Krieger coming across the line. That is 5th through 8th. Going over the big double. Oh, somebody getting it wrong on the back straight there. And that was Vucina. Butter gonna go by. 50 seconds left in this one. Vucina putting some pressure on Butter here. 35 seconds left to go. Ooh, close call for Gavin. Harvey gonna go for a little tumble. Somebody's car just broke out. That must be Krieger. Harmer putting pressure on Morse right now. final step for the podium. Harmer's going to touch him, turn him over, and turns him all the way over. Back onto his wheels. 10 seconds left to go. I think these guys are going to get to the line for one more, and they are. They're going to have a whole lap to sort it out. And at the line, Buccina going to punt butter across. They are both done. Harvey is done. Drivers, you're racing to the line now. Harmer and Morris, closest thing on track. Harmer blue, red, and white. Morris in the all-purple going down the back straight.
Brett and Gavin, if you value your cars, you might want to move them.
Caution, the front straight is a parking lot for some reason. Morris has one last shot at Harmer, and he's not going to be close enough to make a move, but Harmer misses the line a little. Morris goes for it, but Harmer's going to get it by a couple hundredths. And that is